Good everyone, my name is Zat and this is your Tycoon news for September 2014. Some of the developments we're looking at this time are Emergency 5, Maia, and the mod kit for Banished. First up is DwarfCorp, being made by Completely Fair Games. In this game you command a company of dwarves by assigning them tasks such as building, mining, gathering, or attacking. On their own, the units will determine the best way to complete a task. For example, if you command a wood wall to be constructed, the builder might choose to chop down a tree, or he could take the wood from a stockpile. Layers of the terrain can be sliced away to reveal the resources inside and to enable you to build your underground home. As you collect resources, you can promote dwarves or make them happier by simply paying them more. There have been a few delays in production due to the developers still working full-time at their day jobs, but the game has currently reached the closed alpha stage. Emergency 5 is scheduled to release at the end of October, with 3 detailed maps of Berlin, Hamburg, and Munich. The player will direct rescue missions with a pool of more than 20 ground and air vehicles of fire, police, rescue, and technical action forces. In co-op mode, up to 4 players can team up to solve special multiplayer events, and there will be a scenario editor which will allow 2 players to simultaneously create their own challenges. The mod kit for Banished is now available, which allows the creation of new types of buildings, professions, crops, animals, and even trees. The developer has included some example mods such as an apiary to make honey, but already some quality community-created mods have popped up, such as the bread production line with a bakery and a windmill. An addition which I find particularly useful is the material-specific stockpile mod. Links to some of these mods can be found in the description of this video. Maia, or Maia, is a space colony construction and management game sprinkled with hard science fiction, dark humor, and a detailed temperature and atmosphere simulation. In the game, you'll be in control of a procedurally generated world with multiple levels, and of course your colonists, whose behavior modeling requires you to keep an eye on their mental health. In addition to saving them from themselves, you'll need to defend your people against meteor strikes, seismic activity, solar flares, among many other dangers. Maia is currently available for early access on Steam. On September 23rd, TransOcean will launch with over 50 harbors based on real seaports from around the world. In the game, the player will maintain a range of realistic ship classes and trade a variety of goods, some of which may not be completely legal and must be smuggled across the waterways. In online mode, other players can influence possible routes and the price of commodities. You also have the option of taking the ship's wheel and casting off yourself, or let the computer take care of the mooring automatically. Poly is currently waiting to be successfully greenlighted on Steam before the continued development of their game Tavern Tycoon: Dragon's Hangover. As a retired adventurer, the objective of the game is to run a tavern for a mix of customers seeking either food, drink, or the warmth of a bed. The game will feature some new and some cliché scenarios, as well as a mix of mini-games. Crest is a single-player god game where your primary method of control is issuing commandments in order to influence your people's actions and shape them towards your ideal. In the full version, the developers hope to adopt open-ended play, allowing the players to experiment and choose their own goal. Do you opt to spread the civilization as much as possible, or do you choose to maintain a balance in the community? Crest is set in the Advanced Iron Age and takes inspiration from ancient African heritage, including flora and fauna based on African biomes. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Tycoon News, and be sure to check out the previous segments if you've missed one. This month's random Twitter shoutout goes to Minecrafter2565, and if you want Tycoon updates throughout the month, feel free to follow me on Twitter too. Lastly, if there's a game you want to see on Tycoon News, email me at writezhatt@gmail.com. Thanks for watching and take care.